right, look, I'm going to start off this episode by saying I'm extremely happy for the Heat. They have a bunch of undrafted guys. Jimmy Butler is playing on a next level. He usually turns it up to another level during these playoffs. So the fact that they even beat Boston, I'm happy for. They will always be in my good graces. All that being said, bro, all that being said, they're going to get swept in these finals, man. There's just no way. Okay, now this video is being recorded Sunday, and there's a game. If they win this game in Denver, then whatever. But still, there's no way. But this is the finals, and we have to be honest here. Joker didn't even really need to score game one in that first quarter. Okay, I was actually talking to my best friend, Craig, in the last series. Obviously, Joker is going to get his points. He's going to do whatever he wants. He's a two-time MVP for a reason. You're not going to be able to stop him. What's important is that you keep his co-star contained. Now, Murray has been hurt the last 2 years. He's had back issues, ankle issues, all kinds of stuff. He's back and healthy, and he's showing you what he can do. Also, Denver just has a complete team, man. I don't know what y'all want. They have KCP who can play defense, and he makes 3-pointers, and he won a title with the Lakers, so he's been here before. Aaron Gordon can guard 1 through 4. Okay, and on the offensive end, he's a nightmare. He's a strong guy. He's 6'8". He's strong. Not the best shooter, but he can definitely bully you down low. And then you got Michael Porter Jr. He's just a basketball player, man. Again, 6'9", lengthy, can shoot the basketball. Not great at defense, but even still, he's just a lengthy body. I believe because of the disrespect that Denver is a number 1 seed, and they feel like they weren't talked about all season. Instead, you were talking about the Lakers more than you were talking about the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers started off 2-10. They were trash. And these guys the media were still talking about teams like them instead of the number 1 seed. They've been the number 1 seed. They never were challenged for that seed at all season. So because of that, they're just trying to send a message to the rest of the NBA. They're going to be here for a while. Kind of like the Spurs. That last series against the Lakers, that first quarter, I swear, I'm like, they're probably going to sweep us. But I was like, they're probably going to sweep us if they continue to play like this. They had the best first quarter I ever seen. Did they, did they come back down to earth? Sure. But they still made plays when they needed to. And after I saw that, I was like, nah, probably ain't going to happen. This team is for real. So I just feel like because of the consistency, the depth, your 2 superstars, I just feel like the Heat will lose in 4. 5 if you get a awful bad game from both Murray and Joker. And all playoffs, we have not seen that in these playoffs. Them both having just a horrid game. Have not seen it. We talk a lot about winning titles. And right now, I feel like we're on this narrative. A lot of people feel like because you're great, winning a title doesn't do anything for your legacy. I strongly disagree. Okay? There are players in the NBA. Now, here's the thing. There are players in the NBA or even the NFL where you have to win a title. Some players, it really doesn't matter if this guy wins a title or not. Now, for an example, let's take Damian Lillard. Will winning a title move him anywhere as far as like being on a top 10, top 15 guards, anything like that? No, it won't. He's just not that kind of player. Great offensive player, but it's too late in his career. He's like 32 now. He's been to like the Western Conference semis once. Like, it's just too late in his career, in my opinion. It would be nice to see him win a title because he's been so loyal to Portland. And I think that'd be really cool. But it's not going to change the narrative on his legacy. Chris Paul winning a title clearly improves his legacy. Okay. Been to the finals, Western Conference finals, and he's already considered one of the top point guards of all time. If he won a title, you could say him getting that one title, you could push him over John Stockton. I'm not saying that that's, what it is, whatever the case may be, but you could make the argument that he'd be ahead of John Stockton if he won a title. I say all of that to say winning a title isn't as important for some players, but it is important for Joker. He is a 2-time MVP, probably the best passer at his position we've ever seen. If he wins a title, you could argue that he's a top 10 player at his position as far as like centers or even power forwards go. I don't know really what you want to label him. It's so different in the NBA now because the center position is not really even existent. I think they're just mainly called forwards. If he won a title, what could you say? Like, you could put him over Kevin Garnett. You could put him over Dirk Nowitzki. Now, these two guys, they've won titles. They have titles. Dirk and Kevin Garnett have titles. They're clearly not as talented as Jokic is. But I can't put Joker over them just yet because they accomplished the ultimate goal when you're a superstar, a Hall of Fame kind of player. And that's winning a title. There's not too much Lakers stuff going on right now because obviously the NBA Finals is on, so free agency hasn't even started up yet. But I've said this before, and I feel like I need to reiterate this point. I don't believe in moving off D'Lo this summer. Okay, he did play awful during these Western Conference Finals. He played horrid. I'm not disputing that, but he is a big reason why we had that turnaround the second half of the season. I'm not a fan of Fred VanVleet, okay? He's not as athletic as D'Lo is, and just like D'Lo, he's a liability defensively. I don't want to do that. I'm not trading D'Lo for Fred VanVleet. Also, again, I know a lot of y'all want Kyrie, man. I get it. Kyrie is a offensive genius, okay? He's won an NBA title. I get it. I'm not trying to deal with the headache. You guys want to give Kyrie Irving, Dr. Martin Luther Irving, $200 million? The man said he doesn't even want to play basketball. It's not the most important thing to him, man. Stop looking at this from a fan standpoint. Just from ownership, why would it make sense to give a guy $200 million who doesn't even like basketball? We already have a player who has engine failure every other game. Anthony Davis seems like he doesn't want to play basketball every other game, man. I'm not trying to deal with another headache. I just don't want it. Okay? Develop what we have. Austin Reeves, Rui, bring all those guys back. Bring D'Lo back, and we'll be pretty good. We'll be a top 5 team. In order for us to be a top 3, number 1 team, it depends on Anthony Davis. How healthy is LeBron? I don't know if a 39-year-old LeBron James can be the offensive leader. I don't think so. He's going to be coming off an ankle injury. He has to get surgery over the summer. So this is his first surgery. We'll see how he responds to that at 39 years old. I don't know.